Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening everyone, this is Toybox once again for another video, and as you can see, I do have a different background for this video. That is because my original background that I had, my original setup, was a bit cramped, so I decided to expand to a bigger one, so you may be seeing this kind of background in a lot more of my videos. I love it a lot since I have a, I have a huge, space to move my arms around wherever I want to, and just, I can finally show off my ears since it's going to be, a bit clipped in the rest of my videos. So, I just want to get that out of the way, just saying that. So, yeah, just be prepared to see a lot more of this background, and more of my videos. So, to get into what this video is about, this video, as the title suggests, is about what a furry commission and a furry adopt is, or just what they are in general. So to start off, what a furry commission is, or just a commission in general, is it's something that's can either be it can be a piece of artwork, it can be an actual suit itself, but it's a piece of work, like I just said, art or suit, that is paid for by the commissioner, which is you, to a professional or amateur artist or fursuit maker. Now, I'll quickly show a picture of my commission up here, of a piece that I commissioned of this character here. Basically, a commission, as I said, sometimes they can be physical copies, like I said, whether it's a fursuit or sometimes it can even be a statue. But commissions will not always be physical. If you're getting a piece of digital art, it will most likely be something that you can download through a file, so you can have that. It will not be a physical copy of something. So do keep that in mind. It is also recommended that before you get a commission done, that you make sure that you have the money to pay for your commission, and that you have a reference sheet. Now, what a reference sheet is, it's basically a detailed picture of your OC. Like I said, I'll show my my ref sheet up here. But basically, it's just a detailed picture of your original character, so that way you can get your commission done. Though with a reference sheet, I do want to say that if you don't have the money to buy one, and you go online to find one, make sure that the one that you find is free, and that you do give credit to the original artist for your reference sheet. So, again, when you're doing a commission, make sure that you have enough money to pay for it, and that you have a reference sheet. Do not try and bargain with them and say something like, "Oh, I don't have the money, can you make it free for me?" Or, "Hey, I'll give you this much now and this much later." Don't do that. Just like you, they're also people, and they're trying to get through life, and this is a way of making money. So just be polite, and just keep in mind that this is what the people do for a living. So they need money, okay? Come on, they need money. It also should be taken into account that some people that you commission will not always be okay with doing your art piece, or doing just your commission in general. This does not mean that you should harass them under any circumstance. Just because they do not want to do an art piece of yours does not mean oh, they have anything personal against you. Sometimes people just don't like doing certain things. If you want to do a NSFW piece or not safe for work piece of artwork, make sure that the person that you commission is okay with doing that stuff, and make sure that you are at least of age to be able to commission something like that. Because if you're not, they can get into a lot of trouble, and it's just no good. It's no good either way. So just be nice to the person that you commission, alright? Because, again, these people that you commission, if you're not nice to them, then they can refuse, and they will refuse to do your commission, whether they need your money or not. They can refuse, and they will. So just be polite. Now, I feel like I don't really have to say that, but there are rude people in the world, unfortunately, so I just feel like I have to say that just to get out of the way, just, in case type of thing. So, with that out of the way, what a commission is and how to treat the person you commission, where can you find a commission? There were a few, though finding one just in general may be a bit like difficult in some ways. Sometimes it can be difficult to find a commission or someone to commission your art piece, but some places you can definitely find a lot of people to do commissions for, or commissioners, whatever, you get the idea. Where you can find where to get a commission is what I'm trying to say, is places like Etsy and Furry and even Instagram. You can find an artist that you like on Instagram, and if you want to, you can ask if they are doing You can ask if they are doing commissions. If they're not, please respect that, and at least it's okay to ask if they might start doing commissions again. That's perfectly fine to do. You can do that. But again, just make sure that if they're not open to do commissions yet, that just please respect that. Please. It does wonders to be nice to people. It really does. There's no cost to being nice, which is, that's amazing. And again, make sure that what you commission, make sure that they can do that. Now, I will say that if you are not sure how much your art piece will cost, it's okay to ask what the base price is, so you get an idea of how much it will cost, but it's always best to just save up a little bit extra, just in case they charge more for your commission. Because understandably, they do charge more based on the complexity of your OC, or what your OC is doing in the commission, or the background, etc. So it's always best to ask what the base price is if you're unsure. It's always best to save up just a little bit extra, just in case they charge more for your commission. Now, with commissions out of the way, I want to get into what an adoptable is. Now, an adoptable is kind of similar to a commission in the sense that, you're buying it, it's a mostly digital piece of, work. But what an adoptable is it's something that the artist themselves makes, or artists make, that you buy the rights to. So basically that means that once you buy it from them, it's basically yours to do whatever you please with, it's yours, it belongs to you now. But again, the same with commissions, adoptables are not always, or mostly, they're not physical items. So if you get an adoptable, do not expect anything physical to come to you. It's most likely going to be a digital piece of work that, again, you can download through a file or something like that. So do keep that in mind. And again, don't harass anyone if they refuse to sell their adoptable to you. Don't harass them. Don't be mean to them, please. It does no good to be mean to someone. It really doesn't. So just keep that in mind. And again, please make sure you have the money to get it. Don't try and bargain with these people, because like I said before, they're also people that are trying to get through life, and they're trying to earn money, and this is the way of making money. So just don't be mean to them. Don't try and bargain with them. Just, if you have the money, you have the money. If you don't, you don't. Now, I will say that, again, depending on the complexity of this adoptable, the price may go up, and based on the complexity of your commission, the price also may go up. So do keep that in mind. Just be prepared ahead of time if you can. Some places to find adoptables, I'm not 100% sure, but if I had to guess, I would say probably maybe Furry and Etsy, or maybe the Dealer's Den. The Dealer's Den, I'd say, is probably your best option to find adoptables and Furry. Just because on the Dealer's Den, if you've been there before, if you want to go there, it's basically it's kind of in my own opinion, it's the furry version of Amazon or Etsy in its own way, I guess. You can find fursuits on there, you can find commissions, you can find adoptables on there, you can find almost anything furry related on there. It's strictly for furries, actually. Now, as I said before, with commissioning and having a reference sheet, with an adoptable you don't need a reference sheet, because again, the artwork that you are buying is made by the artist themselves. You are not giving them a piece of your work. you are receiving a piece of their work instead. Now on the topic of reference sheets, as I said before, it's always best to find one that is free to use and to credit the person who made the reference sheet. Because I'll cover this in another video, but stealing art it's not okay under any circumstances. Like, actually, just stealing in general is not okay under any circumstances. I shouldn't have to say that, but, you know, there are some weird people in the world, so I feel like I kind of have to. So again, make sure that the reference sheet that you are using is free to use. If you're unsure, if you can find the artist who made it, send them a message asking if you can use it or if it's free. So just keep that in mind. Now, you can find, obviously, if you want to buy a reference sheet, you can find reference sheets on, like, Etsy. You can find them just, like, anywhere, really. I'm pretty sure you can find them anywhere you want, besides Amazon. They don't sell that kind of stuff. But do keep in mind, don't steal other people's artwork. That's never okay, under any circumstances. So, I will say real quick that commissions and adoptables are not strictly for furries. You can get an adoptable or a commission of any species, really. Like, you can get one of a human. In fact, for me, I'm actually trying to find someone to commission a human OC of mine, but one, I don't have the money right now, and two, I do need to update my character's reference sheet as well. So, once I get that done and once I get the money, then I will definitely look for someone to commission my human OC. So, again, just be nice to people, make sure you have a reference sheet, and make sure you have money with you. Don't bargain with anyone. Just make sure you have money with you, and just don't ever bargain. Please, it's not fun for either party. Please. So, anyway, with all that being said, I hope that you all have a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening.